It is with great sadness I have to announce the passing of my child's mother, Elizabeth Dorsey. I met Elizabeth in 1986. It was around the holiday season. It was at this club named Lonnie Wells in Fifth Ward. That particular night, it was, like I said, it was during the holiday season, and they had another club on the side of town called the French Connection. It was located right there on Hirsch Road and Kelly Street. Now that particular spot is a transit center, but back then it was a nightclub. So during that time, '86, during the holidays, this club wanted to charge $10. That was a lot during that time to go to a nightclub. And me, myself, trying to be cheap or whatever you want to call me, I held to that. I'm going to Lonnie Wells, where it's free. So I went to Lonnie Wells. And that particular night when I got there, I saw Elizabeth sitting in the club with one of her friends. I think she was there with a friend named Pam. Oh, she looked nice. So I got to holler at her, whatever. And we exchanged numbers. She invited me to, because they, like it's my child's mother, Elizabeth, has 7 sisters. And they had a softball team. Whereas every Sunday, they would go out to these different parks around Houston playing softball. So they invited me to these softball games. And incidentally, after I met Elizabeth at the club, the next couple of nights, she invited the rest of her sisters. Not all of them. I think 2 of them didn't come because they were too young at that particular time to be in nightclubs. I'm looking like, wow, this woman got some beautiful sisters. Every last one, they all looked alike. And I'm like, man, this is something else right here. So as I said, I got a chance to meet her family. I got a chance to meet her mother and father. I got a chance to meet her grandmother and her Aunt Velma. All good, solid people. And what attracted me to Elizabeth's family was the closeness that their sisters had amongst each other. Their dad would get up in the morning, gather up all them sisters. They would go to one of the sisters' house. They used to always show up at either Catherine's house or Bobby Ann, and sometimes Elizabeth's house. But their dad would gather them all up and have them and interact with each other. And their dad would sit back and marvel at it. He would sit back and smile. I'm guessing he's saying to himself, man, look what I created. When their dad passed, I went to the funeral. And I noticed how the family had increased. The man, when the Bible says to be fruitful and multiply, Brother Dorsey did just that. And when you look at his family now, there's over 100. Over 100 from 2 people. And I guess I like that. Because in my particular family, we don't have that kind of closeness. This person over here, the other person over there, this person doing their own thing, somebody doing the other thing. There's no togetherness like that. Now, individually, 1 or 2 of us might get along, but as a collective, we didn't have that in my family. And I love that in Elizabeth's family, because that's something I always longed for my family, for us to be closer together. It just didn't happen. And I liked it about Elizabeth's family, how close they were. And they accepted me. They trusted me, they accepted me. Sometimes I didn't feel like going on baseball games or whatever. They were ready. You watch kids for us? Yeah, okay, no problem. And people just not going to trust their kids like that unless they trust you. Hey man, I love the fact that they trusted me, because I was not going to let them down. I was not going to harm their children, and I was not going to allow any harm to come to their children. You can trust me. And they did trust me. I did everything I could to gain their trust. Their dad liked me. Their mom liked me. Their aunt liked me. Everybody accepted me. I appreciate that. I really do. When I hate to even go there, because when I got the announcement of Elizabeth's passing, I called my little brother. Well, I think my little brother was on the phone talking at that particular time I got the information. And I told my other brother, John, everybody's feeling bad about it. But there are some people in my family who didn't say a damn thing. Didn't give a shit. Now, I'm here to say this. For you people that are in my family, didn't even take the time to say, hey, man, I'm sorry what you and your daughter going through. Don't call me ever again. Do not call me. Don't speak to me. Don't text me. Nothing. We're going to leave it as it is. You go your damn way, and I'm going to go my way. Because the fact of the matter is you were never close with the family anyway. So keep on going, buddy. Now that I got that out, I'm going to get back to my child's mother. When I met Elizabeth, there was a song being played by Shirley Murdoch, As We Lay. The day I got the news about Elizabeth's passing, I kept hearing that song in my head all day. But I didn't make the connection until after Elizabeth passed. I said, Elizabeth trying to communicate with me. Because I kept thinking about it that whole day. As a matter of fact, when she went into that facility, she called me. And she didn't like being in that facility. I don't like these places they call a healthcare facility. It's nothing more than a damn nursing home. That's it. All they're going to do is take people money, and they're going to treat your goddamn family like shit in those facilities. I don't like them goddamn places. But she told me about it anyway. Hey, damn, I hope that you get up out of there. So, yeah, I'm ready to go back home. I don't like being here. But God didn't see it that way. And I kind of hate that. Like I say, now I got up in age, getting around, this type of stuff, it's a task. And I was not able to go and see Elizabeth in that facility. But she did call me, and I called her. But sometimes your presence is needed. Not a damn phone call. Your presence, your physical presence is needed. And I didn't get a chance to do it. And I hate that very much. Because I said, their family accepted me. They didn't have to, but they did. I love all of them. Every last one. Sisters, kids, the brother, the cousins, all of them, because all of them accepted me. And I really appreciate that. Thinking about Elizabeth, how she filled this void in my life. Because sometimes as a person that's had a traumatic childhood experience, you kind of like you lose your trust with people. You almost lose your trust in humanity. Because you say to yourself, damn, if your family treats you like this, then what about the outside world? But that didn't happen concerning the family of the Dorseys. They didn't treat me like that. They accepted me. And like I said, I really honor that. Now, think about Elizabeth, we're individuals. As I say, I believe in telling the truth. Sometimes in life, you meet a person, there is no guarantee that people are going to remain together. But in spite of that fact that we did not remain together, is that I always try to be there. She called me, I try to be there. If I had it, she got it. I'm not going to be stingy with her. I just hate, man, that I was not there for through them hard times. In the time that she really needed somebody outside of a family. When you have kids, children, the children want to live their own life. They don't want to hang around adults and grown folks because they want to do their own thing. That's when people like spouses like that come in and close friends. They will always be for you there in the absence of your loved ones. And I wanted to be there, in my baby mama's life. But as I said, hey man, she wanted to do her thing. I respect that. Because at one particular point in time in my life, I don't want to do my own thing. You can't tell me what to do, man. If I don't want to do that, I'm not going to do it. I understand that. I respect that. We talked about it. Like I said, I really love that the family. I'm just hoping that, which I know is that God is going to help heal. My mom used to tell me that time heals all wounds. It's just a matter of time before people can actually be healed. And it's going to take time. It's not going to be overnight. Unless you lost a mother, you don't know what it feels like to lose a mother. You will never know. And I would hate to wish that on anyone, to lose a mother. The person that nurtured you, raised you, that went out of their way for you, is no longer here. That is something to come to grips with. And I'm hoping that the Elizabeth's children will be able to find some comfort. And I hope that God will speak to them, touch their hearts, and get them to understand that, hey, it's just a cycle of life. We all have to leave here one day. It's just that it's a timing of death. Death never comes when you want it to come. It's like a thief in the night. You look up, here comes death. It never gives you time to get prepared. It never does. So you have to deal with it as it comes. And I think about all of my grandparents and people before me that had to go through what I did. They had to keep on moving. They lost loved ones. They lost mothers and grandparents, all kinds of stuff. And they had to keep on moving in spite of that. And the family had to keep on moving in spite of the loss of Elizabeth. Remember what your mother taught you. Remember that. Remember the things your grandparents taught you. The good things that your parents tried to get you to see. And I'm hoping that the family continues to stay together. I saw y'all granddaddy work hard to keep y'all together. A family that prays together stays together. Y'all got to pray. And above all, y'all have to stay together as a family. Your family, that's your real friends. Your family is going to be your family no matter what. They're going to stick with you through thick and thin. The love is not conditional. They don't put conditions on love when you're a family. I love you because you're my family. I don't care what it is, what's going down. Hey, I got your back. That's what family is. And I appreciate the fact that I got a chance to see it with my own eyes. A family that stayed together, prayed together, and did the damn thing together. I really appreciate that. I love all the sisters. All of you are beautiful. I love all of our children. Y'all doing good, man. You're doing good. Every last one, y'all doing good. And keep on doing good. Keep the faith. Keep the faith. For the past month or so, I have been feeling kind of loopy. I've been feeling off tilt. Like there is something wrong. And, I do have discernment. And I should have recognized the signs of about what's to come. Because this is not my first rodeo. I've been through this before with my grandmother, my aunt, my uncle, my brother. different people that I met in my life, God let me know that something was about to happen. But you got to have an attentive ear to hear. I heard it, but I didn't want to face that reality. When Elizabeth's daughter called me and was telling me about her condition, I knew that it was a matter of time. I didn't want to tell her daughter that because I didn't want her to freak out and get all whatever. I'm not trying to add to the pain. But I saw it coming because I have experienced this already through my brother and my dad about how the body reacts when you are near that time of your passing. And I didn't want to send her daughter through that. You know, I had to kind of like deal with it in silence. As I said, I've been feeling kind of loopy for the past. Since she told me about she was in this facility, I've been feeling kind of loopy since then. I've been feeling off tilt. You go through a variety of different ranges of emotions, more or less anger. I have been angry lately. You know, my patience has been real thin. You know, people, even online, people talking to me, you say something I don't like, I'm snapping at them. I'm going off because I'm really hurting on the inside because I'm fearful of what's to come. Someone's passing. You know, Elizabeth was sick. I'm half sick. My brother's sick. My cousin's sick. Everybody is near that point. And you just don't know who's it's going to be. It's going to be one of us. We don't know who. And I really hated for it to be my child's mother. You know, I really hate that. Because, you know, after Elizabeth, I kind of like, you know, I selected not to, I didn't get in any more serious relationships after Elizabeth. I elected not to have any more children after Elizabeth. That was it. Because I didn't want I don't like those mixed up families. I didn't want a child over here and a child over there. That is not something that I wanted in my life. I didn't want that, so I just didn't do that. I elected to say, man, this is it. This is where it is, and that's final. I elected not to have any more children. And I just got to make it over there to over there where they live and give my condolences to the family. And I just want to say that, you know, I want to thank the family for accepting me into their family and to recognize me as family. I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart, I do. And just like I told Elizabeth, that, hey, man, anything y'all need, call me. You got to try me. You got to call me and say, hey, man, could you try me? You know, when people call me, I never turn them down. Never. So why would I do it now? Anything you need that you feel as if I can do, you call me. Don't hesitate. I'm willing to do it. You know, I know I take time off to help somebody in a time of need. And I think about my daughter, you know, what she's going through at this particular moment. You know, losing her mother. And that's really the person that really she all knows. She only knows is her mother. And, you know, when it was going on, hearing her crying in the background, I couldn't handle it. I had to drop that phone. You know, I'm not used to letting people see me emotional. You know, people are not used to seeing me emotional. When it happened, I called my, you know, I went to my brother's house. I told him what happened, you know, and so I had the phone in my hand. He and my daughter and everybody in the background crying. I couldn't handle it. People not used to see me emotional. My brother just shut the door, man. That's, you know, he understood. You know, people not used to seeing me, as I say, being emotional. And this is really, it's a downer. It's really a downer for me. is that my child's mother has passed. But as I said, is that my mom used to say that trouble don't last always. And this too shall pass. As I said, you got to pray on it. It's not like you're forgetting somebody. You got to move on. You can't sit there and live in sorrow forever. When my grandmother died, which I understand, when my grandmother passed, I think it took me, man, around about 7, 8 years before I finally was able to recover from that. Every day just haunted me. Mainly because I didn't want to let go. But I had to. In order to save my life, in order for me to keep on going, I had to let go. I had to come to face the facts that it was not my will, but God's will. I had nothing to do with it. If it was up to me, my family would still be intact. Mom, dad, grandmama, aunt, uncles, cousins, everybody would still be here. But it's not up to me. When God sends out the decree for a person to come in, it's time for you to come in. I don't care how much you pray, cry, beg, it's not going to do you any good. And like I say, Elizabeth was the oldest sister, the oldest child. And I know that it's going to be very difficult. By her being the oldest matriarch, I know it's going to be hard. And I really don't like seeing people sad. When their mom and dad passed, I really couldn't take it. I didn't want to see Elizabeth and her sisters crying. I just couldn't. Man, I don't like that. I hate to see people sad. And I got to suck it up for this one. You know, to Elizabeth's family, I'm praying that God will give you strength and will give you peace. I love you all. And remember to keep the legacy going. Everything that your mother did was for you children. It wasn't because no man or nobody else. She was willing to forsake all of that for her children. Y'all can't let her down. Y'all have to keep the legacy going. As I said, I love all y'all, man. I want y'all to remain strong. And it's your time to pick up the banner. All of the old heads, we leaving. It's up to you guys. The property in Navasota, y'all got to go up there and handle your business. You can't expect someone else to do it. It's up to you. As I said, keep the legacy going. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all soon.